Invocation to the Lord. Dear Lord, allow my spirit to rise to your heights, to drink from the true fountains of wisdom, and absorb your powerful vibrations of love and faith, of purification and spiritual and material strength, of spiritual power, peace, understanding, health, prosperity, and harmony to pour over my brothers and sisters. Lesson 27. Spiritual Powers. The names adopted by the higher beings. Channeling and manifestation of the higher power. Its purpose. The higher beings who manifest in the work all serve the Christ and will work solely through the marvelous vibration of love, regardless of the circumstances of the past human lives and the names that they utilized during those incarnations. As the spirit reaches a certain level of evolution, its vibrations, which acquire increasing power as the spirit evolves, can unify and separate. And the elevated beings who work in the work of Christ act with the vibrations that respond to the task that they must perform within it. In the beginning, to help you obtain the necessary faith, you were spoken to from the higher planes in an almost human manner, addressing your human needs and concerns and providing guidance on how to overcome them. However, this was only to help you better understand their words and to feel them closer to you. You must know that higher beings do not descend to earth, nor do they enter your matter to use you. They dwell in the higher planes that correspond to them, and due to their evolution, they can approach you vibrationally and make up aspects, shapes, and events in your world which give you the impression that they are in your physical world. The beings from the higher planes, who are beings of great evolution, have action and power over all lower planes by virtue of the law of hierarchy. Consequently, all the vibrations that make up your physical world can be easily utilized by their power and love. The higher beings act mentally in your world because all the necessary vibrations to make up the circumstances and events obey to their powerful minds. The higher beings channel the power of the omnipotent Christ in your plane, and Christ acts with the power of God. Consequently, nothing at all can resist or oppose the forces that are and perform in His work. From the higher planes, the necessary measures are taken to avoid confusion in you, which is so easy due to the limitations of your physical plane, to the limitations of your human mind, concepts, and customs. After some years, when most of you have reached understanding and achieved the subtlety and expansion of the mind and the soul, which will allow you to better understand and grasp the concepts and spiritual vibrations, you will understand how unnecessary names are for the higher beings to manifest themselves to humans. Then your subtle soul will immediately recognize by sensation the vibration that approaches you. Even though many of you can already recognize the Master's vibration, that sweetest yet powerful vibration, that vibration that intensely moves you to the point of bringing tears to your eyes, it will take you years to accurately identify the vibrations that approach you. It is necessary to identify the vibrations by means of names when giving you teachings, so that you can form an approximate concept of the spiritual hierarchy of the beings who work, teach, and prepare you in the work of Christ. Thus, we help you to strengthen your faith so that your spirit can quickly harmonize with the vibrations of the higher beings, and you can be used as instruments in the missionary tasks. When you are prepared, you must bring the wonderful vibrations to other people and other groups. On some occasions, you will see yourselves with beings who, directly or through some medium lacking the proper purification, will try to confuse you. In such cases, never engage in arguments. Elevate your thoughts and recite the invocation to the Lord, the purification prayer, and wrap those beings in the vibration of love. In this way, you will be protected from any negative vibration that tries to affect you. Negative beings, some of which are very subtle, frequently try to confuse humans by repeating true teachings that reach your world, such as the ones we are giving you. Thus, these negative beings can appear elevated by giving you concepts that could confuse you, making you believe that they are channeling from higher planes. However, through invocation, made with love and humility, you will receive the light that will clarify the true quality of the beings. Carefully analyze the words you receive, taking as a basis that a truly elevated being speaks simply, deeply, and positively, so you can know the true quality of the being that is manifesting. Gradually, you will gain the capability for the achievements that will awaken or strengthen the faith in many beings. But all the spiritual powers that, as humans, you may manifest will have the purpose of helping humankind. Do not forget this. In this way, you will be able to help ill beings in their matter and spirit. For those who have been weakened by the pressure of evil, or who have strayed onto wrong paths, are ill spirits. You will also be able to help humankind to understand and love each other and to unite in true fraternity. Everything that exists on your planet is the work of the same and only Father, and all, humans, animals, vegetables, and minerals, are brothers and sisters, and as such you must coexist and love each other. You have the beautiful and very important task of uniting humankind, because only by coming together can humankind be saved. Yet only by loving each other can humankind be united. Therefore, you, who must be channels of the love and power of the Christ to help humankind set out on the path of union, peace, and happiness, must prepare yourselves inwardly and intensely. Meditate on what it means to be a channel of the love of the Christ. Meditate on what it means to be an instrument in the manifestation of His power, which will often be expressed in surprising and marvelous deeds. It is necessary that you meditate on the enormous importance of the task that you will be called to perform. Nothing should seem excessive to you in regarding your spiritual preparation, and nothing should seem like a sacrifice, for you are working to carry out a labor of immense magnitude. The work must begin within yourselves. Analyze your thoughts, deeds, and reactions. Compare everything with the teachings you are receiving, and soon you will know for sure how to act and where you need to change. You must apply the teachings that you received from the higher planes to yourselves in your own life, in order to later reflect it on the lives of your brothers and sisters. Your spirit is capable of these internal achievements. Nothing that is asked of you will be an excessive sacrifice or an insurmountable obstacle for your spiritual capacity. You are spiritually capable to achieve in yourselves the teachings of purification, love, and understanding that the Christ, through His work, is imparting to all humankind. And you should be the first to apply them in your own lives. Study and meditate on the teachings and strive to make these teachings a reality within you, so that this reality is quickly reflected in the group around you, so that you can extend your action to a greater number of brothers and sisters. We are preparing and training you so that you can work on the great events that await humankind. But for those events to be carried out from the higher planes on your planet, which will mark the salvation of humankind, firm foundations are necessary to lean on. Those firm foundations must be you, the incarnated spirits. All of you must become powerful centers of love radiation, so that this powerful radiation and its action can bring on all kinds of positive achievements in humankind. This is the task for which we are preparing you, and for which you yourselves must prepare with love and a genuine desire to serve.